you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Maureen. As you can tell by the title of today's video, I have a little decorate with me for the fall. I live in Florida, hence why this isn't really like a true fall outfit, but it is for living in Southwest Florida. So it is a rainy afternoon here because it's rainy in September, but we're gonna start just kind of decorating throughout the house. I'll kind of show you guys what we're working with. If you haven't seen my little fall decor hauls, I'll have those linked down below so you can kind of see where I got each of my items from. But let's get into it. This is just the big bin. I have more probably fall decor than I do Christmas decor, and that is because I started getting this stuff last year and then hurricane season was a little rough for us, so it didn't end up even getting any of this up, and then I just didn't get any more Christmas things just because I was focused on hurricane recovery efforts here. So let me open this up and kind of show you guys what we're working with. It even smells like fall when I opened this up. So this is what we are working with, and then I'll show you the area primarily that we're going to be focusing on today. Really where I put my decor, just because I do have dogs and they like to get into my things. So this is the place where I put things up out of their reach. But this is typically what I am working with. So I have a lot of decor items to work with. So we're gonna be able to mess around with this area and just kind of go from there. So first things first, this is what I usually have in my house and what I love. This is from Kirkland and it's Island Vanilla. It's one of my favorite scents, but we're gonna switch to something a little bit more fall. So I'll show you guys that. This is the candle. It's called Sand and Paws and it smells really, really nice. Definitely a nice fall color. And then this is what we're working with here. I'm gonna take off this, but I loved the top. That's probably part of the reason that I bought it to begin with. And so I'm gonna get this lit and then we're gonna have some fall vibes in here while we begin decorating. When I was unboxing everything, I realized that I actually have some things for this dining room table. So we're gonna start by taking this off. This is supposed to be kind of like a mock chihuly type situation. And I actually have some things to put on here that will look really nice. I'm actually gonna turn you around because the lighting is a little bit better this way, but I'm gonna show you guys the items that we're gonna put on here, and then I'll show you guys afterwards what it looks like. So the dogs, I'm gonna show you guys as well so you might see them, but this is the table runner. Yes, it's very short, but I wanted that on purpose, just in the center, and to keep away from the dogs, as you guys are seeing. We're gonna put this up and then we're gonna put the other items on it as well, but it's very cute. More on the neutral side because I have a lot of neutrals in my house with the little cute little pumpkins. So this is what it looks like on its own. I'll straighten it out a little bit better, but just wanted to show you guys before I put other items on top of it. Here is the little pumpkins, but what's really cool is that these light up. So I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. It's a really cool little setup. So here is what it looks like when they're lit up. I think that's so fun, and it just really kind of brings this area together. I'll kind of show you guys a little bit better. Here is kind of set up from here, and I feel like it just looks really nice and ties in really well in this space. Now we're gonna tackle this area. And so we're gonna start with this long beam first and kind of go from there and see which pieces I might keep up and then just add, or if we're gonna take all of it off, you're gonna see that whole process. This is what this piece looks like. It's a little bit more difficult to put by myself than I would care to admit. And it's a little twisted, but I think over time it's gonna kind of straighten out a little bit just because it was in a box kind of twirled up. But I'll show you guys a little bit closer as to how it looks. So there's pine cones, and there's little white pumpkins. I thought this was cute and went really well with kind of the aesthetic that I have in here. I personally think it looks really nice in this space, so I'm excited to kind of get all the other pieces together and pull things together. Now we're gonna work on this space. I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of start with a blank canvas, take everything down, dust kind of like what I did up there, and then we're just gonna play around with this area and see what we're working with. All right, you guys, so this is what this section is looking like right now. I'm liking it. I feel like it doesn't look too cluttered, and I feel like it's a nice mix of what I had currently and then adding in kind of those elements of fall, but still like pulls in really well with everything else going on in this space. So I'm really happy about that. All right, you guys, that is really it for this video. That is what I have fall decor wise. Like I've said earlier, I went through Hurricane Ian. I live on Sanibel Island, So a lot of like my decorations I no longer have. So it's kind of been a slow process to get new ones, but I'm excited for what I do have. I feel like it adds a nice little touch to my space and blends really well. Excited about that. In the future, I'll probably do more and accumulate more as time goes on, but I feel like this is a perfect little start. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below, where do you get like your fall decor items? How much fall decor do you have? When do you set it up? Do you set it up in September? I'm gonna probably keep mine up until Thanksgiving, and then I'll put up the little amount of Christmas decor that I do have. But just let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested to know what that looks like for you. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my content. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.